Hey guys, NB Wildman here again. Well, spring is finally upon us. The snow is melting, things are starting to warm up, getting anxious to get back out there and do some shooting. I've been asked by a couple of friends of mine to do a video series on some basic handgun principles. Just not for you pros out there, so if you're a professional shooter already and you think you know what you're doing, then you can shut this video off right now if you want to, because this isn't for you. But for those of you just getting started, maybe at the range or maybe with some handguns or maybe with some long guns and you're just kind of wanting to learn the ropes, then this might be something for you. Today we're going to talk about a tool that everybody should have in their kit, and that is an Ablula speed loader. Especially if you're going to do any amount of shooting. So we're going to talk today about just how to use one of these and how handy they are. So if you're going to want to end up looking, like this because you're headed to the range and you want 5 or 6 full mags and ready to go, you're going to have some sore wrists and some sore thumbs if you're going to push all these in time after time after time, right? I mean, you might go to the range and shoot 400 or 500 rounds, and you've got to load all those by hand. That's just not efficient, and it's gonna hurt at the end of the day, especially if you're gonna shoot 40, right? So here's a 40 caliber mag, and these are a real pain to push down in. I mean, you may say, oh, I can do it with my thumb, it's no problem. Yeah, you're gonna get the first 5 or 6 maybe with your thumb, and it's gonna take you 10 times loader to load the mag than it will for me with the Ablula speed loader. So when you get up there in the 9 or 10 range, especially if your mag is new, you're going to be really struggling to push those in there. So speed loader is the way to go. Stick with us. We'll show you how to use this step by step, real slow. And again, like I said, if you're a professional and you know what you're doing, then this isn't for you. But if you just want to see the ins and outs of some basic handgun stuff, then stay with us for this NB Wildman series. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave us any comments down below if you have any comments about how the video goes. And we're always looking to engage our audience and get feedback from you as to what we can do better, different things that we can do here on the channel. So stay with us. Here we go with the Ablula speed loader. All right, guys, so here we go. This is the Universal Ablula speed loader. Try to make sure you don't get a generic one of these. The Ablula ones are the best as far as this type go. The other ones are just cheaper plastic and you'll end up breaking them. But so pretty basic stuff. All you're going to want to do is grab your mag here. And this is from my Ruger SR9. Okay, so these will do anywhere from a 9mm right up to a 45 caliber. So I'll just show you a couple of them here real quick. I know this video or videos like this have been done quite a little bit, but we're going to do a little bit of a video series here on the NB Wildman channel. Just some simple basic handgun stuff. Just some introductory beginner type things. So we'll go through it real slow. So empty 9mm mag, Ablula speed loader, and you're just going to want to set this with the Ablula part, okay, the little slide here facing the front of your mag, which is typically the rounded part of your magazine. Okay, so you're going to want to slide those together, and they're going to fit just like this. Okay, it's only going to go down that part way. Then you're going to squeeze the speed loader into the mag, and it'll slide right into that first rail. Okay, I'll see if I can show this close up on the camera, I'm not sure. So you can take your 9mm shell and you squeeze the speed loader and you push it down as far as it will go. Now it will only go down there, you can see the gap, the distance right here between the top of the mag. So when you squeeze this and push it down, it only goes down just about the thickness of the bullet, conveniently enough. Okay, so when you squeeze this down, you drop your bullet right into the top of that slide and you just let it slide to the back, and then you release your thumb and it will slide out and then pop back up. So what you've just done in effect is seat the bullet in the magazine, okay? And you haven't had to kind of push it down with your thumb or whatever. Okay, so the process is the same over and over again. Until you get to 10, of course. So this time when you squeeze this, it's going to slide in on top of that bullet that's there now. So that slides in and then you push it down and that opens up the top space in the mag. We'll do it again. Let it slide out. Push it over top. Push it down. Slide another one in on top. Release. Right? And so you can do this very quickly or slowly, depending on what you want to do. but this is a lot faster and a lot more efficient way to load mags than pushing them down by hand. And especially if you're getting new magazines, that the springs are really, you know, tight on them. And you'll know, by the way, when you're full. I mean, most of these have an indicator on the side that show 10, that show it's full. But you go to push the 11th one in and it won't compress. It basically is stuck and it won't compress down onto the mag, so you know you're full. Make sure you tap your bullets all the way to the back before you seat them, or before you jam this in your gun, in your handgun. Okay, so that was a 9mm, pretty straightforward. They're all done basically the same, and I'll show you that again if you want to see it. We'll pull another empty mag. It's real quick. I mean, I'm just walking through it slow, but you get used to this, you can fill mags really quickly. So you just slide one in, drop it down, slide one in, let it come out, drop it down. Right, so I mean, there's no real rhyme or reason to this. It's pretty quick. And you're all set. Okay, piece of cake. I'll show you on a 40 as well. I have a Smith & Wesson 40 caliber mag here. And this is, the process is the exact same. So you keep your speed loader with the slide to the front, and you slide that down over your mag. Pull your 40 caliber bullet, and the process is exactly the same. Squeeze, push down, that'll slide in, release. Same thing over and over again. All right. And you again do this until you get to the 10 mark. All right, so pretty straightforward, standard stuff for the speed loader. Great tool to have. Should have one or two of these, especially if you're gonna do any amount of shooting. We all know that it takes way more time to load mags than it does to empty them, so having a speed loader on hand is the way to go.